Hello everyone. Hi guys. Welcome back to this new session. Everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a good week. And just keep me, as always, I'm gonna notify everyone on the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description. But it's also in the chat. So join that. And as always, feel free to ask me for anything. And we'll take a look at it. There we go. So yeah, just let me know. Let's do this. Let's notify the guys on Discord. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, interesting. It's a Also, let me know if you can hear me as always, please. But you should be able to hear me just fine. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting Friday. The market just opened. It looks like there's a few things to talk about. I'm sure many of you will ask about the indices, Bitcoin, and whatever you guys want to see, obviously. But I do have my views. Obviously, recently posted a video on the Nasdaq. On the S&P, which is quite interesting. Here, crypto is moving really as predicted, I would say. Nothing too crazy, nothing we weren't expecting. But yeah, if you've just joined us, welcome. Just ask me for anything to analyze to get started. Otherwise, I'll pick. But really, I'm here for you guys as always, every other Friday. So I'm trying to help out as much as I can. Let me get all right then. Just interesting moves. Bitcoin still doesn't look, whatever it's happening, downside wise, it doesn't look completed. Hello there, Pandy. So we could see further downside on Bitcoin, and the indices. It looks like we're getting close to something, meaning that so I have this scenario of a triple combo, double XYXZ, and I explained why on several videos. So it looks like we are close to something. If I just show you, for instance, the S&P here, either we're having 1, 2, potentially wave 3, wave 4 could be on the horizon, so could be happening right now, or else, which is what I was saying in the latest S&P video that I posted yesterday. This could be A, this could be B. Could this be wave B? Blah. Could this be wave C? Sorry, guys. And then correction completed. Technically could. Realistically, don't think so. I would give it a bit more downside, but I know we'll see. Obviously, this highlighted area is where I would expect a resistance, and again, one more time, if there's anything you want to take a look at, guys, just ask, and I'll try to see what I can do to help you out. And then what else? The VIX has touched over 30. So usually over 30 is when volatility is pretty high, and bounce back from it. And very interesting is the Turkish index, which has been just moving to the upside for forever at this point. It's really interesting. First time one of you subscribers brought this to my attention. on a fundamental basis, it makes sense. Because if you think of the role that Turkey is playing out in this environment between Russia and the EU, it makes sense. At least it does to me. That's all I'll say. So yeah, that was briefly the indices. As always, let me know if there's anything you want to take a look at. Here we have Bitcoin. Again, triple combo as well, which is kind of redundant. But we know Bitcoin has been following, especially the Nasdaq, which to a degree is interesting, to another degree it's unimportant. But what my scenario was done in A. Potentially we could be forming wave B here, maybe something like this, and then move lower. But yeah, I'll expect downside, and then at that point I will look to see what's happening. So it will make sense that it would just follow, not in terms of wave count, but in terms of direction of the stock market. So Bank Nifty for sure. Let's look at it. Yeah, I think I have already a count on the Nifty. Yeah, isn't it the same? Not quite. Not quite. So it's gonna be fun. Weekly. All right. So. So let's say 1, 2, 1, 2. So let me just put them down, then we'll label it properly. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 8. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not that easy. I mean, this would make sense because here we would have wave 2 as a sideways correction and wave 4 as a very sharp correction. So a rule of alternation would be met, which is perfect, just lovely. And the problem would be this move up here. If to, let me check one thing, but I think it's a no. No, it works fine. Okay, so we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into primary 3. All right, this would be a leading diagonal into wave 1. Great. No rule violation. 3, 4. All right, so if we're expecting wave 5 many times is as long as wave 1. So that would be up here. And we just crossed the 61.8. We first found resistance. And now we potentially are trying to use it as support. In addition to that, we are within wave 3. So let's look for relationship 3 against 1. The red one, so cycle degree, and equality. I can see it. Okay, equality is the red one. So yeah, long story short, I would be expecting more upside. So let's focus on what's happening now. Yeah, we'll look at you for sure after this. Got you. Yeah, you guys keep the requests coming. And also, if you have a question while I'm talking, just ask. I always read the chat. Like doubts, alternates, what you had in mind for the count, whatever. Fool. All right. So, what if? Let's be super. So I think either we can be super bullish or super bearish. So either something like this, where we just completed wave 1 and 2. So obviously you would like to know the 5 subways for wave 1, and you wouldn't be the only one who would want to know that. So let me think about it for a second. Unless you have a very ugly wave 4, possible maybe. This has to be a complex. WXY, and now again 1, 2. So I think that's possible, really. I think this is just wave A. If whatever it is, I think it's just the initial move down. So I would wait for this. Maybe we will get upside and then downside, find some kind of support on the 200 EMA, which is this purple line here. So maybe around here. And obviously, if you look at volume profile, let's see. Yeah. Point of control is right here, and we got a reaction from it, and then the other I volume is down here. So it makes sense, all in all. So you guys see how much confidence you can use when you do your analysis. I'm looking for my glasses, but I have this problem. I never remember where I put stuff. But got them. Yeah, guys. Anything? So do we follow 2 trend line and 24 trend line rows of new wave decline? So I heard about Mr. Neely, and the answer to your question would be no. So I don't use Neo Wave, but Elliott Wave, which is different. I heard about Neo Wave. All I can say is I use Elliott Wave. I won't comment on that. And trading wise, so in the way I analyze the market, I use Elliott Wave. In the way I trade the market, obviously it evolves around Elliott Wave, but let's say it's my own strategy that I developed and I teach within VVS, which is the company, the academy where I teach. And if you want to learn more, there's a link in the description, as well as you can take a look at it. I mean, first thing I would do also is join the public Discord. But yeah, that's where you can take a look at the academy where I teach. So yeah, EU and then Bitcoin for sure. You guys keep the requests coming. So EU. And yeah, any question like this, are more than welcome. Again, that's what I'm here for. So if it's just me talking, I think it'd be boring both for me and whoever is listening. Anyways, so let's see. EU. So EU has been sorry. I'm coming back from a cold, so still not 100%. But for you guys, that's the least I can do. Anyways, it has been interesting. One thing that I was looking at is how if we take this swing. Wait, I'm just from which I mean this it does not make sense to me. You may ask why, and then it's euro dollar. Euro is in 2001, so this I don't know what's this. Anyways, from here, so we are in arithmetic scale at least. We've touched 78.6, and it's interesting. Obviously, strong fib number. 0.6786 is the square root of 0.618, if you're wondering or you're just curious. And so this move, potential A against C. Yeah, I mean, next target would be down here. So also just regular TA. Here, highlighted area, as you can see, we have something which could have brought buying orders. And as you can see, we went in it, and now we're kind of, I like to say we're slowing down. But obviously, the next logical area would be this one. So can we get down there? Anything is possible in the market. I think we can. Will we get down there? That's the question. So before I try to answer that, let's see. Let's take in one wave at a time. So 1, 2. So to be completely honest, one thing I always say is correction on the same degree will tend towards equality. So what do I see here is down, up, a big move down. Like if you were to draw a channel, right, then this entire move would stay within the channel. When that happens, usually it's that means just one wave. That's why I think it's a 1, 2, very long 3, incredibly long 3. Or else the only alternate I can think about is 3, 4, and an extended 5th. But I think this is just one wave. So with that in mind, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I would expect whenever we break, let's say, this channel to the upside, a big move. If so, then I think that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at that point, we could be ready to resume higher. Otherwise, if this is wave 3, and I'm not saying the wave 3 is finished, be careful. But if we are in the wave 3, we may get wave 4. So what could happen is we break the channel, but without enough strength to then we just would fall back lower. And at that point, I would expect a higher break. Does that make sense? I think it was I don't know, 19 to 43. Yeah. Let me know if it makes sense. Or any of you. And yeah, let me know if you have questions on that. The meantime, Bitcoin, and yeah, any other requests, guys? You guys keep them coming. So Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, as I was saying earlier, I'm still tracking down the possibility of this triple combo. What is important to the short term is that this is not impulsive, so we're not going to get this. I mean, it's like what I would expect is further downside. So I'm bearish, let's say. I'm expecting this low to be broken. So what, as I said, this could be wave A. We could now be moving sideways, and then I would expect one more move lower. Yeah, the trend has not shifted to the upside, so it's still bearish. And yeah, also let me know if you have questions. So pound yen, I can tell you that on dollar yen I'm short. I can tell you that I'm short on here. Forget about what you saw. That's not the trade, but I'm short long term. Like not long term, but I'm short on it. We are on the weekly. We have strong RSI divergence, which doesn't mean anything. I mean, it doesn't mean everything, not anything. See how we have divergence. This is moving higher. This is moving lower. And it is divergent while in overbought. So that's quite interesting. But yeah. The Bank of Japan will start doing something. So pound yen on the other side. Oh, look at this. Huh. All right. So yeah, this is something. Well, I guess we could expect upside. I don't know. Yeah, here it's a bit more complicated. I wouldn't do anything, to be honest. Yeah, in here I would just watch, to be honest. The problem, I mean, yeah, that would be my view, which isn't much, but trading wise, it's better not to do anything. When in doubt, I stay out. That's my philosophy of trading. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can help you with, guys. Anything? Any other question? Anything? Any other thing to analyze? Let's see. Oil has been moving lower, kind of as expected. The previous count was invalidated, so yeah, this is part of a large correction. So most likely you have something like this, and then maybe we'll get something like this. Oh, thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Yeah, let me know if there's any questions. Or anything you want to look at. Yeah, I mean, oil, if it moves slower, it's good for me, so that I pay less for gas. I mean, to be honest, that's the main reason why I analyze oil, so that I know when potentially it's the best time to fill my tank before it may move higher. Gold has been moving lower as well, as you can see. We are we're in interesting territory. At this point, to be honest, I'd expect it to get down here. So yeah. So what do you mean how do you find WXYXC and Ethereum? So that's a good question on Ethereum. Thank you for bringing that up. So Ethereum has been different than Bitcoin. because we've added 3 ways down, and potentially, mark my words, we have 5 ways up. Now, also potentially, we could have 3 ways down, which could mean the trend is to the upside, meaning that it may have bottom, unlike Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, I'm like, if I had to give it, let's say, a grade of credibility on how confident I am with my account, or with not with my account, but with whether or not we bottomed on Bitcoin, I say that with 85%, I'd say that we have not bottomed. On ETH, it's different. On ETH, I'm like, there's a chance we bottom. Now, it doesn't look like this wave C is completed, because I don't like what's happening here. I'll be honest with you. This looks like 3. So 3 ways to trend will make. This looks like 5. I don't know what's happening. Might get sideways. What is very interesting though is that this move from the top looks like 3, and 3 ways to trend don't make, meaning that this looks to be corrective, bullish corrective, meaning that we should get further upside. So with that being said, I mean, the other thing I can think about is a complex really at this point. WXY, sorry. Like this. And this would be A, B, C. That's the only thing I can think of. So I don't think we bottomed. I think there's a bit more to go for here. But in terms of this pivot, this could be the bottom. It could be. I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. So GJ. Yeah, I went over GJ. I mean, if there's any particular question, but I did 5 minutes ago. But yeah, also let me know if there's a question here on ETH or on whatever. Yeah. Can have a sip of water. Meanwhile, what are nice. Okay. Very good. I'm also short the VIX. I don't. Also, remember when I say I'm just saying what my positions are. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so these are not financial recommendations or advices. I'm not licensed, so that's a big disclaimer, but it's the truth. So I'm just saying what I'm doing. So if I'm, let's say, for instance, I'm long the Nasdaq, doesn't mean that right now you gotta open your account and long the Nasdaq. That would be quite stupid, with no offense. But it would be the last thing you should do as a trader if you want to be a trader. Anyways, yeah, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see, take a look at, if you have questions. How's the Russell doing? Not ready. All right. So ETH, how's Polkadot doing? The dollar, well, the king is the king. I mean, it's kind of like the opposite pocket that we had for what's it called? EU. Meaning that, yeah, obviously this is a zone of resistance. So yeah, I think there's more upside to come. I've said this for a long time, and it's been moving higher. So yeah, I think there's any reason. I mean, yeah, in this environment, the dollar's just gonna get stronger for macroeconomics reasons. After all, there's a reason why it's called the king. But yeah, the Fed is just doing a good job. They're late. They're late. They started in raising interest too late, but yet not as late as the ECB, for instance, which is why the euro is just crashing. I mean, if so, I'm fairly young. So for the time I have memory. The EU has never been below parity. It's never been below 1 for as long as I can remember. So, the last time it was below 1, it was 2003. So imagine that, because people maybe don't think about it, but it's 20 years basically. So that's something to think about. Anyways, yeah. Any other question? Any other anything you want to look at? Let's just briefly look at Polkadot here. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I see ETH as one of the strongest crypto at the moment. Not because of fundamentals, but because of technicals. But yeah, let me know. Anything you want to take a look at, whatever. Any questions? Oh yeah, even the pound is, yeah, interesting. Yeah, we're touching levels. We're talking about 85. That's almost 40 years. The pound hasn't been this weak. What a crazy time to be in, isn't it? Let me think if there's something I can show you if you guys don't have questions. But if you do, please ask. Let's see some major American stocks. So Tesla, I don't buy it. Meaning that I'm not convinced about what's happening. Apple, could this be a wave 1? I don't know. It looks more like a 3-wave move rather than a 5-wave move. Sorry. But yeah, it's so yeah, it looks more of a down, up, down, to be honest. Microsoft, Facebook. Oh, look at Facebook. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna die on you. Don't worry. Video's back at. Oh. Down here. Yeah, awesome video. I'm looking for a triple combo. You may ask, could this be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Not really. Because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so actually, let me just. If there's questions, I'll answer the questions. Otherwise, I can go ahead here with the video. If you guys want, or yeah, anything. As I always say, I do these sessions for you guys. So. All right, so let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's assume that. Now, my question, if you were my student, would be how many waves in wave 1? And your answer, if you're a good student, should be 5. Now, my question would be, where do you see 5 waves? And my answer would be nowhere. You could just squeeze 1, 2, and then what? It would be like 3. So at that point, you say, okay, maybe it's 4 and 5. Very ugly wave 4. So then you will move wave 1 here. Alright? So I'll give you that. So instead of saying wave 1 is here, we say, okay, what if it's here? We have an ugly 4. Possible, wave 4 can be annoying at times. And a small wave for 5, alright? And then we have 3 waves up into wave 2. That's good. Then we'd have wave 3. And at that point, if you were my student, I'd ask, okay, how many subways in wave 3? And if you were a good student, you'd say 5. So here, I see 1, 2, 3. Not 5. You say, isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, but 4 and 1 would overlap. Wave kind invalidation. So you say, okay, what if 3 is here? A, B, C. Yes, possible. Now, is wave 3 longer than 1? Yes, so 3 is not the shortest, so that's fine. However, so that's the only way I can see count 5 waves. However, remember, wave 3 cannot be the shortest. So it's not, and it's fine. However, what we're doing here, we're just saying, okay, but this is a very naughty wave 4. So that's the only way you could squeeze 5 waves in there. Otherwise, I would stick to the triple combo. Let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, Irene is asking, can you do boil? So yeah, gas. For sure. Sure can. This one, right? Or did you want? Yeah, let me know if you want to look at the ETF on gas. Or we can look at futures on gas if you want. Yeah, just let me know which one. yeah. The annoying thing about YouTube lives is, okay, great, is, all right, that was my water bottle. Luckily it was, yeah. Once I spilled, so I have a MacBook, very fancy one, and I spilled water on it, and yeah. So it was water coming off my bottle and off my eyes as I was crying. I said, oh no, it's not gonna. Anyways, unimportant. So let's look at net gas. So Elliott Wave wise, it's one of the worst thing. No, not the worst, but so I mean, one thing I always tell my students is, first question is where the trend is going. Here, as I always say, with no offense to anyone, unless you're blind or stupid, you would answer down. Again, no offense to anyone, but it's just a joke. So with that being said, if the trend is down, Elliott Wave wise, we could be looking for something maybe like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 5. Maybe. What do you say? Possible? Perhaps? Who knows? So, here, can we count 5 ways up? Answer would be no, absolutely not. So, let me check one thing. No, not even that. Okay, so this is 3. So it's either A or W, and this either B or C. So if I'm correct, what could happen is either we move sideways and then up, or else we do this and then up. But if we were to, let's say, filter price, what we're doing and what we should do is up. This is what we should do. So can we get higher? Yes. Does it make sense with winter coming and whatever has happened to, especially in Europe, with energies? Yes. So does it all add up? Yes. That's all I have to say. Let me know if you have questions or anything you wanna know about. Am I mother? Nah, I'm just a regular guy like you guys who likes the markets. True story is, I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if, but I may be younger than you think. I'm still a student. So yeah, you may hear it from my voice, but I'm just a kid. You're very welcome. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can help with. That's what I'm here for. Gas. I wonder, there must be some. Nah, never mind. Let's see what net gas is doing. Nice. How's Let's look at energy, which XLE, so energy sector. Yeah, this I would look for upside. So yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, as I said, if we think about it, with the energy crisis already, plus winter's it's knocking at the door, where do we expect energies to go? So, but obviously, if we have technicals backing up our bias, then we're more than happy. That's for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. Are you student? Yes, I am serious. Yep. True story. Sad story. True story. As I said, I'm just a regular guy. I could be one of you. Indeed, I could be someone in the chat with another account. Anyways, jokes apart, guys. Anything you want to take a look at? Any questions? Ask. And I will try to answer. In the meantime, the fix Friday. Oh, there's no, that was last week. Never mind. Forget about it. Bitcoin. But yeah, Nifty is interesting, as well as as I mentioned, the Turkish index. That's also very interesting. I wonder who's buying this market, to be honest. That would be sorry guys. That would be an interesting fact to find out, wouldn't it? What's the main component of largest Turkish companies? Toothbrush. I'm gonna look at this. When you want to buy it, I wonder what they do. Oh, petrol. Nice. Then yes, it makes sense. Arcelor. Prices for sales market with durable goods. Okay. Also this. I mean, look at these. Oh, even nice dividends. Nice. Turkcell, I guess, maybe for okay, communication, yes. Interesting. BAM. What's BAM? Brain chain of retail stores. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. Turkey market, interesting market. You guys, any other question? Anything else you want to look at? Any doubts? Confessions? I'm all ears. Or eyes. Alright. All right. So, okay. If there's no other questions, thanks a lot for joining. As always, very much appreciated when you guys join. And we have a nice Friday together. If you're new, subscribe, leave a like. We go live every other Friday, so be there. And turn the bell on so you get notified on any updates. And what can I say, guys? Thanks a lot. Hope you have a great weekend. And as I always say, don't trade too much. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.